think it's fair for us to start asking questions of Pepe.
Oh, my God.
Because this was Arsenal's record signing, and we had Jules on and Frank on, very excited. He looks completely out of his depth.
And, 70 million plus at the moment. It might change. Saw him at home, some flicks and tricks, step overs, 100 tricks. Where
we come from, it's called a flash in the pan.
Right.
Because that's what it looks like, no?
Yeah, it does look like it.
It looks like, he's going to do something, but there's never any on the end of it. That seems, so far, that's what we've got from this guy. He gets it, and everybody goes, but there's nothing on the end of it. Nothing.
And on the other side, you look at United, Fred comes on, 50 million they spent. You've got to forget that he's even there. And it just goes to prove your point that they have wasted so much money, Alexis Sanchez and everything.
There's some reports in England today, over the last 24 hours, that they're thinking about possibly Mandzukic in January for But I don't know if that's correct, but what I'm saying is, if it is the case, a week ago, the message from Man United was, this is a patient build-up for 2 or 3 years. We're going to buy young players. Hopefully we buy young English players, but we're going young. Now, all of a sudden, it's starting to leak out, we didn't... And reportedly, and Daniel Storey in England, I've got to mention his name, was writing a piece previously about how Solskjaer was offered the chance to replace Romelu Lukaku when he went to Inter, albeit, and he said he didn't want a replacement. I'm okay, I don't want one. Man United.
What is incredible, and you mention it, is just that golfing class between Liverpool and Manchester City and Arsenal, Manchester United. There's not one player on the pitch or in the squad that would get into either of those teams, either of those 18s.
No. I mean, you can start throwing all the cliches, the rudderless ship, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. We're talking about, I mentioned the 2 managers. They don't look as though they're giving any real good direction to the teams. And then you look on the field of play and look at your captains. You've got Ashley Young, great pro, but number one, he's past his best, and he's never been a fullback in a month of Sundays. And you've got Granit Xhaka, who every time he steps on the field should be sent off in every game. Those are the 2 people who are your captains. So you've got the 2 coaches and your 2 captains who, listen, we're saying they wouldn't get near City or Liverpool. Would they get near half the teams in the Premier League? I don't think they would.
You got 70 million on Pepe, Dan, and then you go out last minute and throw a few quid at David Luiz.
Yeah.
I'm kind of...
wait a minute. I've got to mention
building your house the wrong way around there.
I'm sorry, and I said that David Luiz was a good defender in a 3, and I'm beginning to wish I hadn't said that, because again today, you talk about having no idea how to close anybody down, particularly near your box. This guy did it about 3 times today. I mean, Pereira had a shot in the first half.
Yeah.
And I felt embarrassed for David Luiz the way he attempted to defend, then he got himself caught flat, and then he got a dummy. He went that way, Pereira went that way. I mean, it was just embarrassing. I mean, so, again, you're looking at the strength of your team should be right through the middle. And we're talking about David Luiz and Xhaka in front. Now, they're just lucky they've got Aubameyang.
Do you know when these teams come out, Dan, I wasn't really on social media much, but when the teams come out and I went online to see, or on Twitter to see what the teams were, there was a lot of people saying, this is what people were saying, it's like 2 Carabao Cup lineups. Yeah. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, completely.
And people were sort of having a laugh about it, but saying it's like watching 2 Carabao Cup lineups that have been left all the best players behind because they want to give these guys a game. Look, you could take the Arsenal squad, and you could take the Man United squad, and you could take all the players they've sold in the last couple of years, both of them, and you could take some of the players that they thought they might get in the last couple of years, and you could bundle all them together, and you could make a squad out of that, and it still wouldn't get a sniff on Man City and Liverpool. I tell you what, if I was Chelsea, I wouldn't be feeling too bad with a transfer ban. No, if I was Leicester, I wouldn't be feeling bad.
And that's it now. As poor as these 2 sides are,
Tottenham.
It gives hope to those other teams. Like, it's going to be a conversation. We're going to have more and more, you feel, who is going to be that fourth team in the Champions League, and then who are the other two that are going to make up the top six. As you say, Arsenal are top four at the moment. That's kind of detriment to the Premier League if they're going to finish fourth, considering what we've seen from them so far this campaign. Spurs just plans to bounce back. United, worst start to the season since 1989. Absolutely terrible.
So
for the richest league in the world, it isn't great.
It's embarrassing. There's seven games in, and Man United are already more points behind Liverpool than the actual points they've got in the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. As I say, the manager's not the biggest problem, but he is a problem because they hastily announced it, and he was talking about it during the game. He knows he's just sitting there. He knows he's just sitting there waiting. And guess what they'll do? They'll go and make another terrible decision, football decision, because that's what they do, this football club with this current ownership. They've had umpteen months to name a director of football or a sporting director, call it what you like. They keep saying they're going to do it, and they've still not even managed to do that.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.